Alrighty guys, I'm KC and welcome to a brand new episode of Minecraft Survival. And in this episode I want to talk about a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk about is OCDs, and I want to talk about what's been going on with me these past week or so. And I also want to talk about this abomination here. Like, the more and more that I look at this, the more and more I really don't like it. And so I'm going to start off talking about why I built this, even though I wasn't happy with it at first, because I wasn't happy with this at the beginning. And I hear a witch. Is she under here? I think we've got something going on under here, like a little mob farm or something. So I did tear down a lot of this docking, by the way. We've still got these stumps remaining, but I'm going to wait till I've got the right sort of equipment to take care of them. So, growing up as a kid, I had this I had like a perfect complex. You hear people talk about having a god complex? Well, I had this thing where everything had to be perfect. Seriously, like when my mum would tell me that, hey, Kyle, your room needs tidying, I would go up and I would tidy my room in such a way that would make, is it Martha Stewart, the world famous cleaning lady? Or Aggie, Kim from How Clean Is Your House? Very proud. I would clean everything because it had to be 100% perfect. And I don't hate cleaning. I'm sad to say that I actually fairly do enjoy it. I'm usually the one that tends to those needs in my house over my wife. My wife loathes it. But I find it very therapeutic, nothing like getting a good scrub going and listening to some cool music. I realise that as a guy that sounds completely wrong, but it is what it is. But anyway, so I would move my room around over the course of tidying up literally dozens of times because I was never ever happy. I wanted it to be perfect. And I realised quite quickly that nothing I ever do was going to be perfect. I was going to lose so much time to just try to make it perfect. And I ended up doing this with writing. I would rewrite the same chapter a dozen times just to get it the way I wanted it. And then, by the time I'd finish the next chapter, which would be several months because of the way that I do this perfect thing where I keep going back and redoing it, because of that, I would end up not liking the first chapter and wanting to change it. So I learned to accept that will do. That'll do. That not everything that I write needs to be perfect, because it's never going to be perfect. Nothing I ever do in life will ever be 100% perfect. Sure, it may be up to the specifications that I want right now, but it's never going to be 100% perfect, because I am going to change my mind on what I like. For example, this build, let's grab that. This build that we're doing here, this desert kingdom that we're building up here. If we just go and take a look at this bridge, I was severely, well, I shouldn't say severely, I was on the fence about this bridge. I didn't think it was perfect. But the more and more that I look at it, the more and more I actually like it. I do know that there is one thing that I want to change, and that is this is just too much of one colour. But I don't know what to do here yet. So this is obviously going to be something different. Maybe I'll put support struts in across here. I don't know. There's something that needs to be done to break this up. That, I know. But this I wasn't quite happy with. I thought it's too much sandstone. It needs to be changed. These torches look ridiculous. And the truth is, it does it. It's got some nice cool shapes to it. It's got a nice little background block, And even looking into now, I could run stripped logs down here. I may do that. But what I'm trying to say here is, this is good. This bridge is really good. It looks really nice. It's not a bad bridge, And I've seen so many other people building docks, and it's like, well, maybe I should not have used sandstone. I should have used stone. I could do a really cool one out of stone. But then it's like, no, because you'll do another dock later in the future and it'll be made of stone. Don't worry about that. You'll get your chance to do that. And this is what I'm trying to say, is that it's never going to be perfect, because I would have always thought, if I had built it out of this material, would it have been perfect, So I learned over the years, apologies for the cough, I've still got a cold. We'll talk about that in a moment. But I learned over the years to accept that'll do. So often when I do something, I have this rule in my head that I won't touch that thing again for roughly a week. You know, if I write a chapter and I don't think it's perfect and I've got that itch to change it, I wait a week. And if still after that week I don't think much of it and I still hate it as much as I hated it originally, you know, I will then go and change it. But if I end up liking it, or even think it's even remotely good, if I think it's just good, then I keep it. This was one of those things that I waited about 2 weeks actually, and it just wasn't good. It never got better. And I did play a bit, you know, I actually do have something else to show you actually. I did play a bit, and I just realised, like, the sun is going down. Bear with me a moment. So the sun's going down, so we do need to sleep. But I do have some things to show you. But I was watching a video, I was like, you know what? Archways would work so much better. Why didn't I think of archways? Archways would work so much better. You know? I do apologise for the coughs. There's not much I can do about it. But, yeah, so we are going to work on those. Now, let's move on to the second order of business today. What has been going on with me? Now, if all goes according to plan, this video will go up on the 1st of January. No, not the 1st of January. This video will go up on the 1st of December. Because on the 1st of December, I plan to embark on a 1-year challenge. And this 1-year challenge is going to involve sort of daily videos, maybe daily streams. I'm not sure of the exact details yet, but you will know because there will be a video on my channel entitled The 1-Year Challenge. So this is actually what I've got to show you over here. So let's talk about what's been going on with me between then and now. So about a week ago, I was recording an episode of a series on the channel called Stone Block. And that series, Stone Block, is a mod pack. And this is what I created. Let's talk about this really briefly, because I actually need my bed. So I created this place here. This is each one of these farms is capable of holding 64 trees. And Creeper killed me here, by the way. I got to write a death about that yet. I haven't done that yet. And we've got birch wood over here because I want chests. And we've got the acacia wood, so I've got an easy source of getting acacia. And I did mine quite a lot of this. And bunch of bone meal from the bone farm. If you missed the one of the previous episodes, we do have a skeleton farm in the world, so I've got plenty and plenty of bones to go around. But anyway, back to this episode. And in this episode, I had to withdraw from the ME system, which is like a chest in modern Minecraft. It's like a huge, huge, huge chest. Excuse me. So I had to withdraw from this some ores, you know, like iron. But you have a lot more in modded. You have copper, aluminium, all sorts. So I think I put my acacia in one of these. There we go. Plenty of acacia. I'm sure I had more than that. Maybe I didn't. But I do want some cobblestone. So anyway, so you had to withdraw these and I just couldn't do it. It was baffling my brain. I was getting severely confused. And I do mean severely confused. Like, to a point where I was getting a little bit worried. I shrugged it off in the video like it was nothing. You know, I put it down to, you know, the room I'm in. It's cold. My office is quite cold. My old heater is broken and, you know, I haven't got around to getting a new one. I actually need some case wood. So, and shortly after that, I went in and talked to my wife and I couldn't be coherent. I wasn't being coherent. I was just babbling. Which, if you know me, I tend to babble quite a lot. But I couldn't think straight. And I put it down to the cold, you know. I was in a cold room, so I just went in there. I warmed up. You know, my wife's got her office set up right next to a lovely warm radiator where you can stand in as soon as you go in, and it's all really nice. And then I started to get a sore throat. And, you know, my wife said to me that I looked a little pale. And I felt really weak and shaky, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go and lay down. I think I actually would like this one to be a lubber thingy. So I ended up going to sit down, and when I sat down, I didn't get back up again. I ended up feeling considerably worse, which is annoying because as for a guy who hates being ill and being productive, getting ill and not being productive is one of the worst things that can happen to you. So I ended up just sitting down and I spent a couple of days on the sofa. Then when I started to feel better, I started to play some games, and I managed to play some games. I played some Gears of War, which was really, really nice. And then I played some... Actually, do I actually want that there? No, that's top off the block. That's actually fine because I wanted to put this coming down. Come on. Like so. And then I thought something like this. Can I get that? Cool. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying. So that looks a little better to me. Although I am starting to rethink some of my choices here. But we're going to play around. Anyway, so I ended up just chilling out on the sofa for quite some time. Eventually, I did feel better, but it took a few days. And today is actually the first day that I'm feeling better. But something very interesting happened to me while I was ill. Now, I've never really cared much about electronics. You know, I am a gamer through and through. I like gaming. That much is certain about me. I don't like that. But I don't care much for how the insides of one worked. But I ended up watching this channel called My Mate Vince, and I ended up becoming very much addicted. And a couple of days were lost to watching this while I recovered. So now this is what I know how to fix. I now know. Do I want that, or that's the same, isn't it? I now know how to fix a faulty Xbox One Slim that is stuck in 480p. I know many fixes, and I think this one looks the best. I know many fixes for this, many possible things, and what could possibly fix it. I also know how to repair an Xbox One Slim that is not displaying picture at all. Also, one that's been dropped. Bearing in mind I have absolutely no Xbox Slims in my house, I don't see the point in buying one. I will buy one eventually because I absolutely love gaming and I love having collectible stuff. But I think that looks pretty cool. See, that I'm liking a bit better. But I would rather like to put something up there. But I don't know what. What about if we were to take you out and I were to put a torch here? Now, I definitely think we need to do something about this. This can't go here. But I think actually what we could do is we could do a cobblestone wall. So yeah, I know I had to fix a lot of problems with Xbox Ones and PS4s of various different varieties that I don't have. Man, I'm thinking today wasn't a good idea to record this constant coughing. But I want to start this 1 year challenge and I want to get a couple of days ahead of myself. Cobblestone walls. So I'm going to push through at least this one episode because I feel like playing some Minecraft, man. Actually, I did play some Minecraft while I was gone. Perhaps we do... What about if we were to do that there? Let's just get this out. So you can repeat this design once we've come up with one together. Okay, I think we'll do one here, one here. Or is that too low? You see, in the new update there's going to be lanterns. Thing is, I don't want to add lanterns to this because I want to finish this before the next update, although judging by the way the snapshots are coming out, maybe that won't be possible, but come on. Oh, come on. Gotcha. See, I don't want to put this any higher because I don't want to put it somewhere coming out here, although that may be a good idea. I suppose we'll know better when we have a look from a distance, you know. Okay. This is where I should have kept at least a dock. See, that looks alright, apart from the way that this goes into that cobblestone there. I'm not so sure I like it. I'm not so sure that I like this transition here. I feel like it's too meh. I can't exactly do that. I mean, that would solve the problem of the transition, but I think that would create a more uglier look in the end, yeah. Mind you, it don't look too bad, but at the same time, I'm not overly fond of it either. Like I said, I like this much better. Perhaps... no. What about if instead of putting that up there, what about if I put that there? No. Don't like that. I don't know what to do about this particular bit here. I don't like the way that it goes into there, but it is only going to be that one, I believe. Because this one, there's no reason why we can't bring it the whole way down. You see, this one we're breaking off because I want to have like a entranceway here going up. But these ones we could break down even more. I really need to get a bed out here. Or do we want to break them down? And why don't we just make them all the same? Because more and more I think about it, more and more it makes sense to have the stairs here. Not coming up like randomly like here. But then again, we could have like a nice little archway. Some houses, you know, looking at this door would have been better on this wall. But I don't think it's possible to move it. Not without really messing up the inside. Somebody actually told me, not somebody, so I knew who exactly it was. It was Pineapple. Told me you can unplug your mouse when using the AFK Fish Farm. So I probably will start using that because we've got it and I have not used it. And I could do with mending on my stuff. Oh, when we died, we lost absolutely nothing, by the way. Just in case you were wondering, we lost next to nothing. And oh, this drowned. I named this drowned, and we're going to keep this drowned. I named it Charlotte, which for those of you who don't know, that is the name of my wife. So, yes. Although the vast majority of us just shorten it to Yappy, because she does yap a lot. Everything I do is wrong. You ought to see some of my live tweets. The amount of times that I'm helping, or at least I think I'm helping to cook dinner, but it turns out I'm doing every little thing wrong. Yes, there's been several instruments thrown at me, and several times I've been kicked out of the kitchen. There was also one incident where I decided to put the tray that we put the chickens in the oven first to warm up the oil in it, because that's to me what I always did growing up. But that's wrong, because when you take it out, it sparks. Fire. Now, thankfully, the house didn't burn down. We didn't actually have a proper full-blown fire. But I got banned from doing chicken ever again. Which is annoying because tonight my wife is away at work. She is working very hard at serving alcohol to people who are watching, I think it's the Nottingham Panthers. I believe. I could be wrong on that. It's a different gig every time, and I just can't keep up, you know. But she's waiting there and stuff, so you know, I'm not allowed to cook for myself tonight. I don't know as I like these two. I mean, we could take this off, and we could put... Actually, I wonder how that would look if I did that transition like it was resting on there. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. Maybe we get rid of the Because we've decided we're not having this staircase here anymore. What about if I was to continue this all the way up? It does connect in some places. But it looks a lot better than... Yeah, we could even... Just to add a little more depth to it. Give me a bark block. These are not in the console version, these bark blocks. Which is kind of annoying. Yes, I kind of like that. I gotta say I do like that. Maybe we just put a slab there just to... Yes, that looks good. That looks really good. I gotta say I do like that, although I am starting to think that maybe we... Who moved my unit? Who moved my unit? It's not a unit. As you can see, I'm still suffering the ill effects of my cold. Let's go with that. What about if we just did that? Does that look better? I don't know. I think the stairs looked better. I think they looked much better. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm definitely saying that the stairs were the better option there. So I think I'm going to go and I'm going to repeat this design over every single one of these, and then when I've done that, I will come back to you guys and I will let you know. Well, you'll see exactly how it looks. Back in a moment. Welcome back, and I am a lot happier with the way this lot has turned out as opposed to the last one. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with creating something, not liking what you've created, and then going back and changing it. Just, oh yeah, that looks decades better. Oh, that looks miles better. Right, we've gone from a measurement in time to a measurement in length, or distance, should I say? Hello, buddy. Can't you, like, right-click these to put them on your head? No. Okay, I thought you could. But yeah. And imagine that design repeating sort of like all the way across here, I'm thinking. Although I want to focus just on this bit and then this bit here, because we want to take the wall across there. I don't know what we can do with this mound here, because I do want this to look nice, but I don't know what I want to put over here. It wouldn't look nice to have like a little outsider's hut or a fisherman's hut. We have an AFK fish farm there. Still, we could do a fisherman's hut there. But yeah, I wanted to bring this dock. I wanted to bring some stairs up there, but I have no idea where to even begin. But yeah, I like that so much better now. Oops. F1, isn't it? I thought it was F1. There we go, got a couple of screenshots. But yeah, so I'm going to just go over what the challenge is again. Although I can't be exact in this video because I'm still hashing out the details, even though that I've already said today what the challenge is going to be. Or at least today on the channel I have anyway, obviously. This is 27th of November. So I'm recording a few days in advance, trying to get ahead. But basically the challenge is going to be regular content daily for an entire year. I'm moving YouTube from the, okay, this could be a hobby section of my life to, okay, this needs to be part of my work schedule. Now, unfortunately, it kind of sucks to be a part of the work schedule because I don't make a dime off of YouTube. So it does mean that I'm taking time that I would normally take out because I work for myself. So, nothing to worry about there. But I'm deciding to put this into that time zone and do it fairly consistently. Because I think that it deserves to be done consistently. And I really enjoy doing it. And it's either cut time out of that or cut time out of time spent with my family. And I should have got sand for here. Did I get sand? No, I didn't. And I think it's probably better just to take it out of the work. That's my plan anyway. We'll just see like how badly that goes for me. It may go worse than I anticipated, but I'm hoping that I'm a smart guy. I usually plan everything out. So shouldn't be a reason why I shouldn't be able to do it. But like I said, still hashing out the details. I had a couple of talks to my wife about it and all of that. You know, Plus, I get a little bit more free time, you know. I don't have to work quite as much as I did to enjoy the life that I enjoyed before. You know, my wife's working as well now, so it does cut down the strain a little bit on me, I suppose. But like I said, lots of details to hash out on whether or not I want to do that. It may turn out that I take the time from somewhere else. Like I said, the initial plan is to cut into my work life a little bit. You know, maybe I don't have to do as many voices as I do. Maybe I don't have to write as much lore as I write, you know. I guess we'll just see where it kind of goes. But yeah, so I realise I'm filling in back here because I want this all to be one level. And I am going to bring this like mountain up some, and I do want to fill this in. And we've got to do something with this guy here. But I think the next topic is time for this mine to go. And a staircase to emerge here. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm KC. I want to thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.